Call Gallatin County Board of Education regular meeting to order July 21st, 2026, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time at the Wallace Central Office Building. I'd like to welcome everyone. The only person that will be absent will be Miss Ashley. Miss Becky should be coming in the parking lot there. She just texted. So we'll have 4 in the meeting, so we do have a quorum. Stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of adding 8J. That's add a temporary instructional aid for one of the middle school LBD spots. We approved those spots. What they're wanting to do, I guess, change the job title on it.
Just swap it out.
Swap it out, so it's technically not an addition, it's just a swap. So I'd like to add that item to 8J.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Mr. Jones so moves.
A second.
Miss Amanda seconds. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No, I won't do it to y'all. Motion carries 3-0. Public comments. Anyone from the public? Going once, going twice. Hearing no public comments. Moving on to Northern Kentucky Community Action Commission, item 4A.
Right here.
Oh,
So-
we just done a pledge. Miss Becky approved the agenda.
Thank
Figured
you.
you wouldn't mind that for it.
No, I didn't. I
So,
don't.
so she had called and asked about being on the agenda. We spoke this week, and her information's on, just for your all's approval and acknowledgement. You can read the letter. And she's asking to just come in, help some families get signed up for some things through their organization. So we coordinated with her to be able to come in and do some of that. So I told her I would let you all know that we had spoken about that. So she's going to come in on, I believe it's the 6th, when we have kindergarten registration and open house, to be able to set up and meet with families.
And I read through what they submitted, and I didn't see no issues. I thought that's actually a pretty good idea, to give them quicker access to kids that might be in need versus them having to go somewhere. Need a motion to,
Well, it's down in consent. It's
Yeah.
really just,
the Miss Becky, board member comments.
Oh my, okay. One second.
Would you like me to skip you for a
No,
second?
no, no,
Come
no,
back?
I'm good. So the main thing is our regional meeting this year is going to be on September the 1st. So recall that it's usually the Tuesday after Labor Day, but this year it's the week before Labor Day. So Tuesday, did I say October? I meant September. I'm sorry, yeah, Tuesday, September the 1st. And it is going to be at the Kenton County Board of Education. That's right off of the Independence exit. Apparently they've got a fabulous new board office, and they're going to host all the districts there. Let's see. So I attended KSBA Regional Summer Leadership Institute last week and had the pleasure of listening to Michelle Gross, who was the Teacher of the Year for this past school year. Just outstanding. And I forget, of course, where she's from. One of you may know. But she talked a lot about vibrant learning, how that is memorable for kids. Like, for instance, she was a math teacher, and they did these prototypes of building a house. And, it showed that the kids were just really engaged in the whole project, and it helped them kind of understand how they're going to use math in the future. And I believe that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Becky. Miss Amanda?
I don't have anything at this time.
Mr. John Jones?
Yeah, I found it here. Have a lady by the name of Janine, who's with American Fidelity. Sent me a text. She knows Missy Clinkenbeard, who talked with me, and that's the connection there somewhat. She says, when is your next board work session? I would love to provide dinner for the board and administrators, which means she would like to come in and probably talk about American Fidelity during our services.
Take the
I
food.
have nothing other than I'm the bearer of a text that came to me, so
Okay.
if you all want to do that, ball's in your court.
I know I try not to talk a lot, but they do this every year to try to get our business. And
Mhm.
last year, we again conducted the employee survey. I mean, not a big survey, but we had a group, someone from every category that's employed came, reviewed their offer, reviewed Houchins, which we have now, and it was unanimous to stay with Houchins. They can come feed us all they want.
So
But
what
every year
what
we do
percentage
it
of
and
the staff
compare.
was surveyed?
Huh?
What percentage of the staff was surveyed?
It wasn't, the survey was the wrong word. We had a committee who reviewed the policies, and Houchins still provides, it's less this is the stuff that they offer the employees, you know, extra that they pay for, and Houchins just offers a better price to the employees. American Fidelity stuff is more expensive. But
So we get-
they do bring us meals once a year or something, don't
That's
they?
why we got you as our
Well,
finance
well,
director.
here you are, if you want a free
Okay.
meal, I guess, or whatever.
Take the meal.
Nothing matters to me one way or the other on
All
it.
right.
I'm just delivering the message.
Take the
But I
meal.
just wanted you to know that's not new. They
Well,
try to get our business
I'll get that
every
info
year.
from you before we get out of here.
Okay,
Anything else, Mr. Jennings?
I think that's all I got.
The only thing I got, and I mentioned to Mr. Arvid prior to we was talking about it a little bit for the board meeting, our emergency management plan. In the military, we call it a Charlie Foxtrot, meaning that we're in public, I won't use the terminology for it.
Appreciate that.
Okay?
But that needs to be completely redone. Y'all need to get with the sheriff's office, Mr. Arvid, and emergency management and redo that. I'd like to see how you're gonna get buses crossing cables and stuff up there at Speedway. And if you need anything from the board on that, just have it on the next meeting.
Okay.
And then do anybody know if we've still got do we even have a digital copy of that?
The emergency plan?
Yes.
I'm sure I've got one.
Sorry.
Like mine's not.
They telling us there's a tornado now?
Well, I think mine's just catching up because it's urban in Lexington.
I didn't get one when there was a
So,
tornado. And while you're under emergency plans or whatever, you might want to ask the city why we can't hear the siren on Oak Street in the middle of town when they
Spartus
might be
hasn't gone
saying
off
there's a
the last
tornado
few
one.
I
At
know
3
what
o'clock in the
we're
morning?
supposed
I mean, it's an issue for us too.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We want to,
Yes, it is.
we want to know if there's a tornado out there so that we can go where we need to go.
We didn't
I'm-
hear it at the board office.
I'm at my
And
house
I
and
know-
we're like,
I know people think you're joking on that, but no, I mean, they probably know part of the time before we do. So if they blast them sirens, is that something that school, we need to look at, talking with the city on and things to say, hey, what do we need to do here to work together on this?
I would think there should be some kind of like phone tree call to the,
Yes,
you know what I mean? Obviously,
but,
I'm surprised we don't have that in place.
we're supposed to have that in place,
Oh,
but
gotcha. We're gonna-
it's one of those things that every year the names change.
Yeah.
You know, they might have Tony Jury down as the
Sure.
second person to call or something, and he's no longer with us. So, I mean, you have to update those things. Your principals change, your
Yeah.
major players change. We used to be a tornado shelter. Are we out of that plan,
For the city or the county?
city?
I have not spoken with the city about if we were a tornado shelter or not. I can say nobody in the city has mentioned that to me.
There's been a day where I've been in with most of the people that live in Asbury in the locker rooms of the gymnasium.
Really?
Really?
Yes, I've done that twice. They did the typical Southern folk. The women were real good about going into the locker room, and the guys were like, I'm going out there to see if that thing's coming this way or not. And so they're standing outside, and now you're like, what, am I liable for this guy or not?
you
I'll
don't
look
care.
into that.
Get with, I guess, probably the police chief here in Warsaw, sheriff's department, and
Okay.
Terrell, the emergency management service for the county. See about getting all that fixed and updated. That's all I had. Anybody else? Going once, going twice? So, moving on to item 6A, everybody get a chance to look at the Roman tenants reports. since we didn't have any.
Yeah,
I was waiting on somebody to say yes.
wasn't posted.
Superintendent's report, Mr. David Arvin.
So, you know, and we had a great retreat on Saturday. You know, spent a couple hours together down at the library. And, you know, as far as things going on around here, you know, we've got some maintenance guys that went to a roof training today in Lexington. Several of us rode down to Lexington today for an AI conference that's going on as well to learn more about that and see how people are using that in some schools across Kentucky. So other than that, we're just trying to get everything lined out and ready to go. Opening day, I believe, is the 4th, so that is coming. Got about a week and a half or so.
When?
I think it's the 4th
August the
staff.
4th?
for the staff,
Oh.
not kids. They've got a little bit longer. Their first day is the 12th, but so just making sure we've got everything lined out and ready. We've got a little principals retreat that we'll be doing at the public library in Boone County on Tuesday next week. Just a little getaway. Last year we did it in Cincinnati. This is a little closer, so not quite so far if we need to run back down here for something. But so just getting ready to get the year started. Exciting, and can't wait to get the kids back here in a few weeks.
So if I could, Mr. Arvin, you had mentioned earlier, maybe it's a separate conversation, for school supplies, any family that needs help should contact the Family Resource
Yes,
Center
they should
or
reach out
Youth Service Center.
to the Youth Service Center. They're more than willing to help cover any of those
Okay.
costs and expenses that our families might have if they can't go out and get those things themselves.
And Ms. Becky, I know in the past, the one year we give it to the principals and they kick the gift horse in the mouth, and then the next year, as the board, are we planning on this year funding them kind of like we did last year if they need extra?
I think they have an abundance, don't they?
Well, it sounds like we don't need to, that the resource centers have supplies, and so I think it's gonna be, your recommendation is that it be handled that way.
Yes, and
Rather than
if
us
something were to
buying
come
in
up in the middle of the
abundance.
year and they were to need some additional, then they can obviously reach out to me and then we will come back with that.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
they have not expressed to me at this point that there is a
Okay.
lack of resources available.
Anything else, Mr. Arvin?
No, sir?
Any other board members got anything else? Moving on to item 6C, the one that was on there, did everybody get a chance to look at the SBDM agenda in minutes?
Yes,
6D, human resource actions, everybody get a chance to look over them?
yes.
How are we looking as far as staffing and openings at this point?
We have one opening, and
Wow.
I think once we do the addition that we talked about adding to the agenda, that should hopefully get that covered up, so we should be fully staffed very soon.
It's just a small.
All right, sounds good.
So it'll be good.
Moving on, item 7, consent agenda, everybody get a chance to look over everything on the consent agenda?
Make a motion to approve.
Mr. Jones so moves, I'll second. I do have a question. Once again this year, I see everything on here from JCTC and other things, but we have yet to, or maybe I've missed it, anything with Gateway.
The should be, let me see which one it is on here, the KCTECS. It should, it's my understanding, that should cover all of it. I mean, I will double check on that, but my understanding in an email I got from them, instead of getting individual things, just they were sending one out that was gonna cover all those schools. If that's not the case,
Okay.
I'll double check with Gateway, but we
I
do
guess that would
have,
have been a better way to ask the question.
Yeah.
Does that cover?
It does, I mean, that agreement says KCTCS buying on behalf of JCTCS.
okay,
So they limited it to JCTCS.
Right.
okay.
And that's
Then I
what-
will check with them, because we do have some students going to Gateway this year for the first time, so, I will follow up.
And is our
follow up with
students
them.
aware that they can use that service now?
Yep.
I mean, they may be, finding some exception, I ain't saying you got to one way or another, I'm just saying this one is.
Yeah,
Covers something.
and I'll double check.
Yeah.
See, Vic, you got ahead of me there. That was gonna be my next question, why did I only said, slow down. Come on. Then let me sit and do it.
Okay. It's funner anyway.
Any other questions on the consent? John motioned, I so move. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries 4-0. Approve the consent agenda. Item 8, recommendation, new business 8A. Review approved second reading KSBA 2026 policy procedure updates, and I'm gonna ask my question I always do on this. Anything that we have changed here when we approve this, that gets added, correct?
Yeah, I mean, when you approve this KSBA policy update, you know, they got a form that they write, they gotta fill out and send back to KSBA, and they update the online version, which the online version is now the, master copy.
I think it's typical.
But,
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying, Jake, but yes.
I mean, if they don't fill out the form,
I'll just say it.
Yeah, all of our stuff that we changed in the past should be in there, because when we asked and we called, they said that our update is unique to us. It's not just a blanket, and
Correct.
things get changed that we have done in the past.
Okay.
That our policies are, our update is unique to our district.
Need a motion for 8A.
So move.
Ms. Becky so moves. Second.
Second.
Ms. Amanda seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carries 4-0. 8B, review approved second reading of student absences and excuse policy 09.123. I'll so move.
Second.
John seconds. Any discussion on that?
Should we clarify what we changed there, just so folks can understand?
So just what's noted in here and that's on the policy that's highlighted in blue, that is different. Some of it's just some language changes, just notes that parent notes are required within 10 days of an absence. So just, parents had 2 weeks from a student absence to get a doctor's note or a parent note turned in for that to count as excused.
Well, it's a way he's looking at, the version that you got attached, what's in blue is the big thing I worked with Ed and Mr. Busherman on was, I think there was an issue with, it didn't specifically say when you had to provide the parent note. And so, you had parents that show up 3 weeks, 3 months later trying to provide a parent note, so they put in there within 10 days of the absence, the student shall submit the note from the parent. That was the biggest substantive change.
Yeah.
And I think that was the impetus for actually amending it.
Yes, I think everything else is pretty standard, just cleaned up and modified language.
Thank you.
Hearing no further questions. Have a motion, John Jones second, or excuse me. Yes,
Yes.
and, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. 8C, review approved Massport and multi-district contingency fee contract. Indy Jones Vaughn, PSC, that's what we discussed at the retreat.
Well, yeah, in an executive session last meeting.
Yes.
I would add one thing, so this is a contingency fee contract with the same law firm we talked about that's filed the lawsuit on behalf of all the school districts. There's no upfront cost to the school district, he's advancing all the costs. If he doesn't recover anything, you're not out anything. If he does recover something, social media, he's taking a third of it. However, he did ask Jim and I to help him, since all this has to be done by October. The 4 districts we represent are getting into it now and have to get caught up by October. He said, help him. He would give us part of his fee. Jim wanted to do it, so we're doing it. But I had him put that in there so everybody's aware up front that he is paying us out of his fee if he gets anything. But there's no additional cost to you all. So, but I just wanted to explain that since we hadn't talked about that last time.
And this has to do with Google, correct?
Google,
Facebook.
Facebook, TikTok,
Got
social
it.
media.
Yeah,
companies
social media.
that we talked about in the executive session. That's all I
Get a
got.
motion.
Mr. Jones so moves.
I'll second.
Ms. Becky seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item 8D, approved job description for Director of Information and Technology Services. This is what we had discussed down at the retreat, or we're gonna redo that.
Make a motion, we do this.
Mr. Jones, I've already put me down, John. You get the time to talk.
May I second it?
Kill
then?
me, John. I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item 8E, approved to abolish Director of Instructional Support. I so move.
Second.
Ms. Amanda seconds. It's all part of this.
Mhm.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Sorry, Matt. Item 8F, approved to abolish part-time computer technician. I'll so move.
That was the one we had.
Oh.
John second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item 8G, approve allocation for second computer technician. I'll so move.
We did that one.
Second.
John seconds. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Review approved amended certified classified salary schedule for 2026-2027. I'll so move. John seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 8I, review approved Triad Health Systems MOU for 26-27. I'll move. Need a second, but I'm going to open it for discussion.
Second.
Ms. Amanda seconds, open for discussion. I'd ask about this before I was reading through that. You hear with, is that open to, like if parents and stuff haven't been,
It's for staff and students only.
okay, so if a parent has a student there, but a parent wants to come in there, then they've had to previously been there before?
They don't come into the school to be seen. If a parent needs to be seen.
I mean, if they wanted to go to Triad down there,
Yeah.
so you all are now taking new patients?
Yes.
There's a reason I ask on that. I wanted to stop down there one day. I was told you all didn't take new patients.
I've been told that before too.
Many a times I've been. and-
Yes.
Maybe it's.
I don't think they take patients on a standpoint, and I'm speaking out of turn here a little bit, but my wife's on the board, so I hear a little bit of secondary stuff every now and then. If you have a doctor, let's say Joe Doctor in Florence is your doctor, and all your records are with him, and you come in because you got a bee sting and you want to be seen by the doctor, I don't think they see you unless you're an existing patient.
Yes, or you want to transfer.
Or you want to transfer and make
Okay.
them, you get rid of Joe Doctor and
So
you're
in other
now a
words,
new
you
business.
all
partner.
don't take walk-in
Yeah.
Yeah,
appointments.
we're not urgent care, we're primary.
Right,
care.
and I understand that, but I thought that at one time you all had an agreement with the state things, and the county had an agreement that you all would take walk-ins. So if someone wants to come in there and use prescription services,
Now, the pharmacy is open to everyone. It is not just Triad patients. It is, if you got a doctor in Florence and you want to use this just like Behringer's used to be.
Or
We're open for
Kroger's.
the community. And we also offer free delivery to homes. So,
my last question for you.
okay.
If we got a student here that's not been to Triad, and they come down there and want to come in and be seen, want to, off what John said there, and their doctor's in Florence,
If they've never been seen, you're talking about being seen in school or seen down there.
we got a student, it's after school hours. They come down there, their doctor's in Florence. They come down there and want to be seen.
We usually see them at least one time and explain to them on the urgent care, but if you want to transfer, we'll see you after that.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Call the question.
Mr. Jones called the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Aye, 3-1. Item 9, enter into executive session.
Hold on. Jay,
We had a J.
We added the
Oh,
temp.
I'm
added
sorry.
J.
Item 8J, add temporary structural aid for one of the middle school LBD spots. This is not creating a new spot, it's just renaming a position that we already created a few meetings ago. Also move.
I'll second.
Ms. Becky seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Item 9, enter into executive session for superintendent evaluation in accordance with KRS 61810 I and F and KRS 156557, paragraph 6C. Motion to go into executive session for preliminary discussion for the superintendent's summer evaluation. I'll so move.
Second.
Yeah, Amanda was on at that time, wasn't she? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are now in executive session.